drenched in sweat. This is what happens when you try to make cute videos in like California's 90-degree weather. Fudge. Anyways, I'm gonna go put my hair up and I hope you don't mind. And I'm gonna grab the baby because he's screaming, and hopefully he'll let me shoot something for you guys that I know you're going to love and you've probably been watching on my Instagram, my little mini series, how to get a curvy model waist. And I'm just gonna break it down more here in its entirety, so stay tuned. All right, so I grabbed this kid. He just bit the shit out of me, so that was nice. I am gonna break down part one. I have to break these up. We can work out together. How does that sound? So this is it's pretty. Some days are pretty intense. Today's day one, easier. We can make this a whole week's challenge workout routine because getting that curvy waist has to do with other parts of your body. So I'm breaking down the cardio, I'm breaking down the belly, I'm breaking down love handles and the hips. Like all of that gives you that hourglass figure, apart from, you know, other exercise, booty workouts and all that stuff. But I'm just focusing on, so I'm just gonna be focusing on the immediate like waistline down to the hip dips. So let's get to it. Right, so let's set that timer for 20 minutes and circle around these next 3 moves until we reach failure each and every single time, and keep circling around for 20 minutes. So I shot a whole video and I did not like it. I just recorded myself for 20 minutes doing the workout and it was so boring and dull, and I don't want to bore you to death. So I'm just going to break down these moves, these 3 moves for you. You set the timer and you circle around these moves each time until you reach failure. So until you absolutely can't anymore, then move on to the next move. Keep going until you absolutely can't anymore, and then you go to the final move, go until you can't anymore, and so on and so forth, circling around these 3 moves until your timer goes off, and you can take short 30 to 40 second rests whenever you need. All right, so for the first move, you're gonna lean back in a V-up position, and you're gonna, instead of going like this, you know how we normally do, we're gonna do one leg at a time. And I like to throw my hands in there. I like throwing hands. Just kidding. And you're gonna pull that belly button in towards your spine, and just one leg at a time. You keep going until you absolutely can't no more. And maybe right now is where you stop. That's okay. You don't have to do this crazy high number. Just make sure you absolutely go until you cannot anymore. All right, for our next move, do not underestimate these. This probably looks like the easiest workout in the world, but they're not. So you're gonna pull that belly button in towards the spine. You're gonna start off on your knees. Lift yourself up into a plank position. My feet are closer together. And then you're going to, it's hard to talk while doing this, but keeping that belly button in towards the spine, you're gonna just alternate tapping your knees. Again, it's hard for me to talk doing these. And you just keep doing that until you absolutely can't anymore. And those ones are really one of my favorites. So that move is one of my absolute favorite plank variations because I'm not a huge fan of planks. I do love planks if it's like it's involving like some type of movement, not just there in a plank position, you know, holding for a minute. I don't like that. So this one is like, this is just like bomb.com. So I just love it, and I had to brag about it for a minute, and you're gonna love it too. So let's get to the next move. For our third and final move, we got lateral bear crawls. And these are so amazing. I do love these. However, your hands, your wrists can get really tired. So I'm gonna throw in a little bonus for you guys if you need to give those wrists a little break. So for these, you're gonna start off like this and just your knees hovering over the ground, so like this. Then you're just gonna go sideways, back and forth. Whatever space you have, excuse my kids. And this is hard to do when I'm trying to look at you, so. Okay, so normally I would say like the bird dog is a good alternative to that, but we wanna get off our wrists, right? So what you're gonna do, you're gonna be on your knees, it's hard to see, but I am on my knees, they're both touching. And you're gonna pull that belly button in, shocker. You're gonna keep a nice tight contraction, and you're just going to make sure when the arm's going back, you're pushing back. You're not just stopping right here. You're pushing back and up. Again, this is a lot harder than you think. So there concludes my part 1, and I will be back with part 2 real soon for you guys. Thank you for watching, and until next time.